if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my
I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I
me if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.
Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick. Let's get this show started. All right, let's turn on the cameras here. I hope you guys had a good Saturday. Here has been severe weather. It's been pretty crazy, windy, rainy. It was pretty scary because it got like really dark, and it started pouring like cats and dogs. It was just lightning, thunder, everything all mixed together. A little north up where I'm at, a couple of tornadoes touched down in Massachusetts. I hope the people are okay. And West, I think it was Worcester, Massachusetts. They got hit by a tornado. But I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend. That's like I had a good start to this Saturday, and it's been pretty productive and pretty good. It is Saturday, so you know what that means. We're getting into the psychics. We're getting into tarot readings. If you want one, let me know. I'll give you one. If not, we're going to be talking about the paranormal world. We're going to have some paranormal tales because from last night watching The Conjuring, really good movie, The Last Rites. I gave it an 8.2. It's a fair assessment of the movie. It was a good movie. I recommend people to go watch. I truly recommend people to go watch. But it kind of like inspired me to talk about the paranormal today and my experiences with the paranormal, which I will review. We also got one program that I want to watch with you. The program that I was talking to you about yesterday, about the chairs, about the stacking chairs in the dining room and all that good stuff. I did post a link to my Discord. I don't think you guys saw it. And it's okay. For those who are not in my Discord, we're going to watch it right now. So sit back, relax, make sure you got your medicine ready. We got the medicine ready. You make sure you smell it, and it's good. And we're going to go and watch this. This is crazy. This is creepy. It is scary. Disclaimer, I got to do a little disclaimer. If you are one of those sensitive ones that get scared, this may not be the show for you. It is real things that are happening, real paranormal activity. And the fact that we're going to be watching this one, the one that I spoke about yesterday, still creeps me out. I love it. I wish I was there, but it's okay. We're going to watch it together. So sit back. Make sure you have a nice beverage near you, some medicine, or if you don't have medicine, whatever you want to smoke, whatever. If you don't smoke, if you want to drink something, this is the night to do it. So sit back, relax, and let's get this weird paranormal activity episode, and give me your opinion on what you just are about to watch. Here we go.
In tonight's episode, we're going to actually show you raw footage of a walkthrough of an investigation that we did. A lot of viewers request this constantly, no cuts, no edits, and that's what we're going to give you right now in tonight's investigation.
Hey, Chloe. Hey, Albie. Here we go. What I was talking about yesterday in Georgia. This is 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago.
Weird looking place. Has a very old vintage kind of vibe going. Hello, hello. Oh, she's weird. Look at her. Creepy looking. A lot of old.
That's a real pin. That's close. Oh, look at this.
What's up?
Do not turn off.
But that's ominous.
And it's locked. Why would they want somebody to not turn off?
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
You see the chairs?
Oh.
God.
Everything's swinging too.
Dude, shit. Look at the light.
Oh, the light's swinging, huh?
Like something just ran down the center of that. Or towards us.
Oh, look, there's the sage too.
Swing.
The chairs.
They're fucking obviously were like that when
Oh,
we came
bro.
in here.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I peeked in here, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed some chairs stacked up like that.
Who would create something like that?
What? I've never in my life have seen some shit like that.
To be real, I've seen some videos and shit, but I always thought they were kind of bullshit, you know?
What?
That's unbelievable, honestly. It's more sage.
A bunch of different kinds.
What is that? Oh, it's like peppers and shit or something over there.
Look, just randomly too.
Look, sage, dude. They got sage all around this area in the fucking kitchen. So this must happen often. Look, this is swinging still. Was that swinging when we came in?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the footage. All I just saw was this
Look.
pot going.
Yeah, you were the one who
And they still swing.
doesn't look too close.
It took me a second to realize those were stacked up.
Oh no, exactly. I saw swing and then
Yeah, same.
should I take one down?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I'm thinking we take them down, right?
Let's make it
Yeah.
bigger.
that's so weird. There's literally cobwebs between them too. Like it's been like that for a while.
Oh yeah, look at that.
What?
Dude, this is insane.
They're old. The liquid's coming through that one.
Yeah, let's just put them back, right?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry for destroying your masterpiece, but if you're serious about not wanting us in here, maybe you can do it again. Yeah, this one goes over here. What the?
We have never encountered some shit like that.
That is like some.
You just hear that? Hello? Cole, I know you heard it. I just saw your face. Yeah. Something just like made a bang up there. Is there a stairwell? Yeah, there's a step right there. There's a step.
Hello, hello.
Sorry, it's
No, you're
throwing me.
good.
I'm like on edge in here right now. was right above the kitchen, so that means whatever's in front of you. Not that way, like directly in front of you to your right.
Whoa!
God. How?
What?
Whoa!
What the?
How the stairs got like that?
I literally just walked from the kitchen. I was looking in the kitchen right when I came
Whoa!
up
The
these stairs
kitchen
behind me.
chairs, where the dining room was, they stacked up at the
chairs,
door.
dude. They're right f***ing behind me.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh my god. What the
I would be so like giddy.
Bro, that's not making me feel real safe right now.
That strong energy. Holy shit! That's
Dude, I turned around and these were right the here. Right here. Look at that.
wow. And the way it's stacked up
Dude, I've been
too.
rolling the whole fucking time. I just was looking in the kitchen
Like
before I
they
walked up
balanced,
those
like
stairs,
it's got balanced
5
perfectly on the
seconds
top.
after I looked in the kitchen.
See how the top is?
Weren't left like that.
Is that even
Oh
the same
man,
in chairs? It has to be, right?
the kitchen. Look,
Chairs gone in the kitchen.
it's the kitchen chairs.
How is it standing like that? Is the question.
Wow, look how it's standing. How it's
All right,
perfectly balanced.
Let's put these down. Just leave them here. And I want to do a full sweep right now of the lower section of this house. I need to check every single corner of
That
downstairs
is
right
creepy.
Because what the
It looks so entertaining though. Like, I would be so giddy if I was there. I'd be like, oh, let's bring out the EVPs, bring out all the tools. Like,
Oh, there's another stairwell over here. But still,
that's wild.
I mean, nobody would have had time. Nobody would have had time to do that. Even if, look, okay, for the viewer's sake, like trying to debunk for them, right? But nobody even had time. I was just looking in the kitchen and saw the chairs in the kitchen. I turned around, and 3 seconds later, they're behind me. No one would have had time to put them there and run up these stairs.
That would,
You
even
know
if
what I'm
they were
saying?
fucking with us, that would be elaborate. We would have heard them.
Yeah, we would have been there 10 minutes.
That was the jingle when we were going up. I heard the jingle down here. It had to be that.
Did it?
Yeah, that's what I heard when I was going up the
Wow.
There's some weird ass movement.
Already on fire.
And still we have no explanation for that noise upstairs.
stairs. Dude, to be real with you, it hasn't even. You want to know how?
You know,
my head's
something
right now?
tells me
It hasn't even crossed my mind to take out the EMF detector.
Oh my god,
The
dude, I never
EMF.
thought about it.
No,
Yep.
normally I would be like, oh, let me take this out. See, why would I need to take it out right now? You know what I mean?
have an EMF also. Give me a second.
There's going on visibly.
I'm gonna get my EMF.
Is that everywhere down here? Is there any other rooms that we're missing?
One bedroom over here.
I have my K2 there.
Just a bedroom over here.
Let's see.
You don't want us here?
That's a big ass lock.
That's outside.
Yeah. What's this? Was this here when you guys came here?
I don't know, man.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
I was the first one to enter this room and I saw it.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe this house was built on an Indian burial
Very
ground.
hot.
Like they don't realize, but
Did one of you guys close
I
this behind
believe
you?
this house underneath it.
Okay, all right, good.
There's a native spirit,
Yeah,
like
I mean, let's check upstairs.
burial is underneath this house.
Show them the other stairwell.
That's what something's telling me.
Yeah, we'll come up this one when you go down the other side.
And the energy is very strong
Yeah.
in this home.
Whoa. Hey. See? Look. Cool.
What?
Are you getting this?
Mine's rocking.
Oh, the light.
My shit is cutting out, dude.
Yeah, I tend to use the light for
What the
to communicate with spirits.
Is that
When on
just
an
yours?
investigation,
No, both of ours are just
I have a
randomly-
flashlight that where is it at? I have on my stuff here. Where's my flashlight? I gotta find it.
My heart is going nuts right
This
now.
is a very strange feeling in here.
So, dude.
Whoa.
No, sorry. This thing won't stay on. Brand new fucking battery.
This place is fucked.
Fuck me. The f- Alright. This thing needs to fucking chill. Now is not the time for a goddamn dead fucking flashlight.
No.
I wonder what the f made that bang, dude.
The camera right there.
It did sound like it was like towards this side of the house. Hello? Oh, what the fuck? No, dude. Watch out real quick.
What?
There's
What?
something in the
What?
fucking bathroom.
Whoa, you
There's
saw
something
that?
in the bathroom, dude. I just saw that shower curtain in there.
The shower
There's
curtain.
someone in the fucking bathroom. There's someone in the shower. 1,000%. There's someone in there, dude.
Yo,
I swear to God.
It's wide open.
The whole fucking shower curtain just came out. Like I saw someone come, like move the shower curtains.
There's no one here, bro.
Right there.
What?
Nothing.
I swear to fucking God, I got that on camera all day. The shower curtain just moved out, like someone like pushed it fucking
I
out.
didn't hear
it's
anything.
like someone.
Yeah, no fucking windows. That wasn't the air. I know that for a fact.
You sure you saw it though?
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, chairs.
Look,
Oh no. No.
The
every
chairs
time I
blocking
turn around
them.
in this fucking house, man.
Yo, this house is fire.
What is going on with this place?
I
We
don't
have
know.
never seen anything like this.
This house is very active.
That's too much, almost.
Yeah, it is. I'm going back down.
Yeah, it's big. This way. Did you just hear that? What?
Yeah. You heard like a woman, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
like
Like
a crotchety,
Yeah.
like
like a
ratchet.
singing like voice or something
Yeah.
weird, right? Hold on. Shh, shh, shh. My fucking light.
We gotta figure that out.
Those footsteps? Damn it! My eyes are fucking playing tricks on me or something. I don't know, man.
Huh?
I don't know, dude. with me, man. What the? You looked fucking really weird just now when I looked back at you.
Wow. He did look
You
like
look
crazy.
weird.
Do you need to take a breath or something?
Yeah, I do. I need to take.
All right, you all good?
Let me show you what I just saw. I'm almost positive I got that on camera too. Let me show you what the you just
Wow.
look like.
They left because of safety concerns.
So
Yeah.
now that you've seen what we went through, we're going to
Attachment.
break it down a little bit and look
You know?
at each part of that walkthrough and explain to you the feeling and why we actually ended up leaving. Obviously, you could see it was intense, but being there was a little bit different.
Hello.
Look at her. Look at her. Creepy looking.
Oh, that's a real pain. It's all cracked.
Did you see this? Make sure that's closed.
Oh, look at this.
What's up?
Do not turn off.
This investigation was insane because right when we walked in, we noticed the door. It had the lock and the switch. It said don't turn off, which we thought was a bit odd, but that's not the crazy part.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy part is we hear all these noises.
Which sounded like wood hitting each other. That's the only way I could describe it. And it's locked? Why would they want somebody to not turn off? What the Holy shit.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Oh.
We look into the kitchen. Everything's moving. And then I notice after that the chairs are stacked up to the ceiling on the kitchen table.
I didn't even notice that at first because everything in the kitchen was moving. Things were swinging. It caught us all off guard.
So immediately I faced my camera that direction. And I mean, I don't have a whole lot of light on the top of it, but I can see what he's seeing.
Holy shit, dude.
You see the chairs? Oh my God.
Everything's swinging too.
Dude, shit. Look at the light.
Oh, the light's swinging, huh?
Like something just ran down the center of that or towards us.
That's crazy.
Oh, look, there's the sage, too.
And at that point, I start staring around the ceiling and there's like 2 or 3 different kinds of sage hanging from there. So apparently someone's prepared for the worst in this house.
Look, just randomly too.
Look, sage, dude. They got sage all around this area in the fucking kitchen. So this must happen often with them. Look, this is swinging still. Was that swinging when we came in?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the footage. All I just saw was this pot
You
going.
were the one who really peeked in here. I didn't really look too close.
It took me a second to even realize those were stacked up.
Oh no, exactly. I saw shit swing and then
Yeah, same. We had never seen anything of this nature. We've seen objects move in person, but the speed of which they were moving was different. It was within like the snap of a fingers, and
Wow.
chairs have moved from one position to another, completely rearranged. I've seen stuff like that in videos online. Some of them I didn't really believe too much. Other ones looked pretty believable, but seeing that in person, it's hard to explain.
Look at this.
I had my fair share.
And it's locked. Why would they want somebody to not turn off?
The chairs that like, and the pot's moving, and they're moving the same like rhythm. Yeah, it's moving back and forth. Like they should have stopped moving. but it's moving and swaying like it's an earthquake. Like only earthquake, you will have that. Look how it's still moving. Like it's forcefully
I've been to a lot
pushing
of
to the
haunted
right.
places and experienced a lot of paranormal activity, and this wasn't exactly like that. My body was buzzing in a way, and I was feeling a certain type of way, and honestly, just the vibe I was getting and the way it happened, it just felt otherworldly to me.
There's literally cobwebs between them too. Like it's been like that for a while.
Oh yeah, look at that. What? Dude, this is insane.
We heard a loud bang come from upstairs, and you could actually hear it in the audio of this video.
We have never encountered some shit like that.
That is like some.
You just hear that? Hello?
We're standing in the kitchen. I'm like right in front of the little bar area, and I hear this massive pound happening above me.
We have never encountered some shit like that.
That is like some.
You just hear that?
We've watched this clip back many times. We've replayed it, watched the scenes over and over again, trying to understand what was actually happening around us, and there is no explanation.
That was upstairs, right? Cole, I know you heard it. I just
Right
saw your
here.
face. Yeah. Something just like made a bang up there. Is there a stairwell? Yeah, there's a step right there. There's a step. Hello.
That's
Very
totally
good.
I'm like on edge in here right now.
When we were downstairs doing our initial walkthrough, after we discovered the chairs, we heard a thud upstairs. And I was closest to what I thought was a stairwell, and I opened the door and it was, so I decided to head up.
Hello.
This is wild.
Anyone here?
Hey, Seven, how you
What
doing,
is going
brother?
on with this staircase right now?
Seven, I've been watching your videos, the shorts. They are so cool.
It was right above the kitchen, so that means whatever's in front of you. Not that way, like directly in front of you to your right.
Tanner and Colton were ahead of me. They're going up the stairs. I'm right behind them. And I remember constantly fixating on the kitchen. I kept looking back because so much just happened right there. And now there's a noise above us. So right before I went in the stairwell, I looked in the kitchen. I saw the chairs.
Yeah. They put the chairs down. The chairs, they put them back on the table. And they make their way up. This is wild. They make their way up. So right now, those
It was
chairs
right above the
has to
kitchen,
be
so that means
moving.
whatever's in front of
Like,
you.
they're not moving. Look, they're still
Not that
there.
way, like directly in front
So-
of you to your right.
And as I was going up the stairs, I heard bells jingle. Sounded kind of loud to me.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh,
and look, the
my
chairs.
God.
As it jingled
How?
at the same time.
What the
Wow.
I literally just walked from the kitchen. I was looking in the kitchen right when I came up these stairs behind you. What?
So me and Tanner get up the stairs ahead of Casey to investigate the noise we just heard. And I see Casey turn around and fidget again. So immediately I aim the camera towards him. And when he turned around, the chairs are sitting right in front of him.
Oh
Wow.
my fucking God. dude.
What?
How?
What?
The fucking chairs.
Oh boy.
What the fuck? They're right fucking behind me. I literally
my
just
goodness.
walked from the kitchen. I was looking in the kitchen right when I came up these stairs behind you. What?
That's super, super fast.
Oh my God, dude.
And then to
When the
stack
chairs
it up.
moved for the second time and Casey saw it first, I was upstairs quite a ways away from him, so all I heard was him freak out. And when I turned around, I peeked around the corner and I could actually see what he was looking at through his cell phone screen.
Bro, it's not making me feel real safe right now.
What should we do?
Dude, I turned around and these were right the fuck here. Right here. Look at that shit. Dude, I've been rolling the whole fucking time. I just was looking in the kitchen before I walked up those stairs, like 5 seconds after I looked in the kitchen.
So they probably weren't left like that.
The same chairs that I just looked at in the kitchen 4 seconds before that. So say what you want to, but it doesn't make sense.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's fast.
How?
What?
That's super, super fast.
What the?
From the dining room to the
I saw
door.
that the chairs had moved again, and it's one cut. I mean, there's no cuts. How the fuck do you explain that?
Look at that. You heard the ringing?
Oh my
Like on the door?
God.
Like the little bells?
How?
What?
I heard the bells.
So we
and then the
decided to
chairs.
move the chairs and kind of just put them back on the ground in the living room area, and we swept the downstairs. We thought, like, there has to be somebody here fucking with us.
No, that was too fast.
It hasn't even, you want to know how fucked up my head is right now? It hasn't even crossed my mind to take out the EMF detector.
Oh my God, dude! I haven't even thought about it.
No, normally I would be like, oh, let me take this out. See, why would I need to take it out right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's shit going on, visibly.
But once we started talking about it and thinking about it, the speed at which it was happening and just the precision of how they were stacked, there's just no way that a person could have done this.
Oh, there's another stairwell over here. But still, I mean, nobody would have had time. Nobody would have had time to do that. Even if, look, okay, for the viewers' sake, like trying to debunk for them, right? But nobody even had time. I was just looking in the kitchen and saw the chairs in the kitchen. I turned around, and 3 seconds later, they're behind me. No one would have had time to put them there and run up these stairs.
That would, even
You know
if
what I'm
they
saying?
were fucking with us, that'd be elaborate. We would have heard them.
Yeah, we would have been in 10 minutes.
That was the jingle. When we were going up, I heard the jingle down here. It had to be that. Yeah, that's what I heard when I was going up the stairs.
When we made our way back upstairs, there was a point where both mine and Casey's flashlights started to kind of cut out. And I don't know, you just can't explain. That's another one of those things that it's not just a chintzy flashlight when both of them are doing it at the exact same time. There's no way to explain that.
See? Look. Oh,
What?
are you getting this?
Mine's rocking.
My shit is cutting out, dude. That's what the fuck.
This heavy feeling kind of came upon me. And the minute that I reached the top of the stairs, my flashlight starts flickering and cutting out.
Oh. Hey. See? Look. Cole,
What?
are you getting this?
Mine's rocking.
My shit is cutting out, dude. That's what the
Is that just yours?
No, both of ours are just randomly.
My heart is going nuts right
This
now.
is a very strange feeling in here.
But the craziest part about it is Tanner's flashlight was flickering as well. Now, if this was like a situation where I wanted to blame it on a shitty, cheap flashlight not working properly, it would make sense if one of ours was doing that, but not both at the same time. That's the part that really made me think, okay, this is something that's like fucking with our electronics, with our batteries, whatever. And then I went to the bathroom.
Hello?
That's just wild. The bathroom part was just crazy right here.
Oh,
Look at that.
what the fuck? No, dude. Watch out real
Whoa.
quick. There's something in the fucking bathroom. There's something in the bathroom, dude. I just saw that shower curtain in there.
I saw it too.
There's
The
someone
shower
in the
curtain.
bathroom. There's someone
It
in the
looked like
shower.
it was out, and
I
then
follow
they
them
moved it
all
back
the
in.
time, and it's not uncommon for someone to see something and be startled. I mean, we're in haunted places in the pitch black most of the time, so we're not the most easily startleable people, but when it does happen, like, it's got to be something big. So when I see Casey literally running back at me, just disregard for everything that's going on to get away from it, I knew that something serious just happened.
Watch out real quick.
What?
There's
What?
something
What?
in
What?
the fucking bathroom. There's something in the bathroom, dude. I just saw that shower curtain in there fucking move. There's someone in the fucking bathroom. There's someone in the shower. 1,000%. There's someone in there, dude.
Yo,
I swear to God.
It's wide open.
The whole fucking shower curtain just came out. Like I saw someone come, like move the shower curtains.
There's no one here, bro.
When we were upstairs investigating, Casey actually saw what he thought was like a hand pushing through the shower curtain.
Oh, what the fuck? No, dude. Watch out real quick. There's something in the fucking bathroom.
That caused him to kind of freak out and run out, and he went kind of face to face with Colton, basically head on collision with Colton. I turned the corner, and me and Colton made our way into the bathroom, and we pulled back the shower curtain, and nothing was there.
There's someone in the shower. 1,000%. There's someone in there, dude.
yo,
I swear to God.
It's wide open.
The whole fucking shower curtain just came out. Like I saw someone come, like move the shower curtains.
There's no one here, bro.
What?
Nothing.
I swear to fucking God, I got that on camera all day.
That's crazy.
The shower curtain just moved out, like someone like pushed it out.
I didn't hear anything.
it's like someone.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly. When we pulled back that shower curtain, like I said, the whole thing was just feeling off to me, kind of otherworldly. So I didn't expect to see a person there. I don't know what I expected.
I saw something push the shower curtain out, and I was looking at it with my own eyes, but I had the camera in front of me and I could see it on the camera too. So I know for a fact I got that on camera. And to me, what it looked like was someone was in the shower, like trying to push their way out. And by the time that I got the fuck out of the bathroom, the guys went in and they opened the shower curtain. Nothing's there. I don't know what to say.
So I cautiously investigate the shower curtain, expecting someone to be in there, or like someone that snuck in is fucking with us, or maybe one of the people that told us about this haunt is trying to interfere with what we're doing. Just, I don't know. People are weird. And I pull it back. There's no one there. But it was when we came around the corner that things got even stranger.
That wasn't the air. I know that for a fact.
You sure you saw it though?
Yeah. Yeah. What the bro? What? Look,
Wow. That right there, creep. That's
Oh,
creepy
no.
right there.
every time I turn around in this fucking house, man.
There's two little chairs sitting there as if they were the audience to what we were doing.
Nah, bro.
What is going on with this place?
I
We
don't
have
know.
never seen anything fucking like this.
2 more chairs had moved, and there were 2 different chairs this time, almost placed in a way that was like 2 entities or 2 somethings watching us for entertainment.
Every time I turn around, something's different. And that's a feeling you don't typically get. So I remember kicking one of the chairs out of the way and I said, fuck this. I was going downstairs.
Wow.
That's too much, almost.
Yeah, it is. I'm going back down.
Yeah, it's good. This way. Did you just hear
hear that?
I heard that. Like,
You heard like a woman,
Wait.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
wait,
Honestly, I don't remember even going to the kitchen. That's kind of how fucked my head was at the time. All I remember was turning around and seeing Colton behind me, but it wasn't Colton when I looked at him. He looked
wow.
completely different.
Yeah, his eyes.
We got to figure that out.
Those footsteps. Damn it!
Whoa.
My eyes are fucking playing tricks on me or something. I don't know, man. Huh? I don't know, dude. Fucking with me, man. What the fuck? You looked fucking really weird just now when I looked back at you. You looked fucking weird.
So after we saw the chairs, I started noticing a real shift in some of my thoughts and like how I felt, which is why when I went downstairs, Casey looked at me and he started freaking out at me. It startled me, but I was trying to I almost it felt like he was personally attacking me. Like he could see that I was having weird thoughts or whatever else. And for him to tell me that my face had changed.
What the fuck? You looked fucking really weird just now when I looked back at you. You looked fucking weird.
Just saying things like he's not recognizing the person that he saw, or he had some reaction to me, and I am startled now because I'm caught off guard. I'm thinking that this guy's lost his mind in front of me. Like something in here has affected him to the point where now he's not recognizing my face. And I see the guy every single day.
Yeah, I do. Let's get out of here. I need to take
All right, you all good?
Let me show you what I just saw. I'm almost positive I got that on camera too. Let me show you what the fuck you just looked like.
The straw that broke the camel's back really was Casey looking at Colton and seeing someone or something other than Colton. It freaked him out for reals. And I didn't see it. Obviously, we have all reviewed the footage multiple times and now we've seen it. But that's pretty much what prompted us to leave.
Those footsteps? Damn it. My eyes are...
I've seen a lot of stuff in this place already, and I didn't know if my eyes were fucking with me, but he looked like an insane... I don't know how to describe it, but even watching the video back, when I look back at the video, you could see that he didn't look like himself, but that's not how he looked through my eyes. Maybe that's what the camera caught, but that's not what I saw. And that was it for me. That was my limit. That's it. It's time to go.
Casey was freaking out. Tanner was on edge. I was freaking out as well because of the reaction I just experienced with Casey. So we decided, obviously for me, I'm not trying to get things to attach to me or possess me or whatever else. And I have had some really negative experiences with that stuff. So, forgive me, but this is one of those times where we needed to escape it before it got any worse.
We didn't really use any of our advanced equipment. We just used the basics and saw a ton of crazy shit. We didn't really need it. We didn't even really think to use it, which is really odd and not really in character for us. I just thought it was cool that we could get an uncut clip. It's not edited, just straight from Casey's phone to your phone screen, because I think that that's what the people have been wanting. That's what they've been asking for. And now you guys got it. So you got to experience a really extreme investigation with us, uncut.
I try to go in depth with every single thing that we do. I am probably one of the more impressionable people as far as when I experience something paranormal. And this place, I almost felt like there was so much going on, and the energy that I was feeling was just, I couldn't see bringing out tools and bringing out a spirit box and trying to communicate with something that's so obviously already communicating with us. First of all, it can be seen as disrespectful. Second of all, it might have interfered with what was going on in the first place. And I'm not going to say that we're any more clear about what's going on here exactly than we were before we walked in, but I can 100% tell you this place is haunted.
Yeah, it is. It's the paranormal there is very strong energy. Let me go ahead and bring it back to me. Where is it? Here we go. Very strong energy in that home, man. The way those chairs were stacking. What creeped me out too was the damn chairs outside the bathroom. That they went into the bathroom, saw the curtain move out, like it was from out in. So it was like it feels like like a gust of air passed through, and the currents came up and were coming back. And he saw it, and you see it with the camera. Um, that's intense. That's really strong energy there. I believe there's something on the ground that they built that house on a burial ground. It could be Indians. It could be people. It's just they're on top of a. It seems like that those lands are. And just think about it, right? Like the energy it takes to move a chair, an object. It doesn't matter. It could be this from one place to another. Like and then quick. It didn't take no time. It was like boom. Like they were going up the stairs. Next thing you know, all the chairs are stacked up. You imagine that? That like how would you feel? How would you react? Like what we I know you guys would freak the fuck out for sure. I mean, I would freak the fuck out. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like and then the way it balanced it, like to put the chairs in a proper position so it could just stay like up like that, like balanced. Like this is a really smart spirit energy. Um yeah, I'm surprised they haven't tested those grounds. I'm not sure. I need to get an update on that house and see if there's any more updates on of that craziness, that paranormal activity. I wonder if there's other if they had others go in and do investigations. Um, Presumably, I believe that yeah, it is haunted for sure, 100%. But it's not like it's. I feel there's people or energy that's buried underneath, and they're unsettled, and they're very mad, and they're trying to get the attention of the individuals there. And since they've been ignored for such a long time, that they are really like the energy is so spiked. And then you think, damn, like how can that be real? Right? Like how can like nothing pick up something and place it somewhere, you know? And it has happened to me here in this apartment that I live in. I had, like I said many times, I had a gallon of water on top of my damn refrigerator, and it levitated from the top of my refrigerator all the way to the middle of my kitchen floor, and it was it's something crazy, you know. I already did the blessings of this house. I did cleansings. It's been very good. I put the spirits in their place. I don't play with the spirits like that. I just like if you're gonna come through, you're gonna come through with respect, and it's my way or the highway. I don't play with the negative. You know that those energies they're everywhere here, especially where I live. Um, a lot of paranormal activity. I live in Connecticut. Hello, it's a lot of people died here. A lot of people, um, especially where I live, the living still dies. Okay, we all have to die at one point, and a lot of people have died here, and there's a lot of paranormal here, a lot of paranormal activity, um, and it's creepy. It's very creepy. It's disturbing. Um, but I'm not scared of it. You know, I dealt with all these spirits all my life since a small child. I've seen spirits. I've seen ghosts. I mean, like, I should just go into the stories, right? This is gonna be a paranormal show. I don't think I'm a. It's starting. The energy is so hyped that the internet is starting to. It's like Streamyard and the internet. It's just something's not. It's a lot of energy that's interrupting the show now. The internet is going. It's sorry. We do have severe weather here in the area, so the show may pause and return. I apologize for it, but we are under a severe thunderstorm warning. We have had a couple of tornadoes. Yeah, so you see, it's blacking out. I know when it happens because my screen goes blank and I can't see any. I'm looking at myself on the screen and I'm on StreamYard, so just did right now. It keeps freezing. It keeps acting crazy. Energy is high. The energy is so high. It's messing up the show. At the router, or what's it keeps happening. Are you noticing, or is it just me? Because I see it go black, and then let me see on my phone. It keeps freezing, right? Yeah, that's crazy. That's Streamyard. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna pop off and then try to pop back on and see if it corrects itself. Give me one sec. Let me see if I can do this. Acting up, man. Internet's acting up. Well, it's not the internet. It's Streamyard. It has to be Streamyard. Let me see. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router. Yeah, but it's already plugged into the router, so I don't understand that. That's crazy. All right. Well, it keeps freezing. Yeah, I notice. It's probably not freezing right now. I'm gonna do a little wave so I can see if it's freezing or not. It's a test. Um, again, it froze again. It keeps freezing. We have severe weather. I apologize. I do, but we're still gonna burn some sage, and we're gonna I'm gonna do that right now. So I got some sage here, so I'm just gonna light up because I do have my tarot cards. I have this deck that I've had for a while, and I think in the near future I'm gonna be doing someone's reading. Fucking this freezing shit is pissing me off. Let me leave the studio real quick, and then I'm gonna come right back on because this is gonna drive me crazy. Ta-da! I like the smoke effect. I like that background with the smoke effect. I'm burning some sage right now. You can see the smoke, but I like that. Oh, Seven, you still here? Let me know if you're still here. If you're still here, say something. Say something. If you left, I know you didn't. You're not saying nothing, but um, I want to make sure you're here so you can hear me say what I have to say. Unless I'll tell you when you come back. Oh no, Seven. You always have to be here because I talk to you guys in the chat. You know, this is a very interactive show. And if I can't see you on the screen, I have my phone here. And I think I fixed the freezing. We're not freezing anymore. I think it was StreamYard. StreamYard, the energy, I guess, was too strong for StreamYard. And I'm saging my area. So since I started saging my area, nothing's been happening on the show. Hey, is that part of paranormal? Is that paranormal? I don't know. Maybe interfering because my internet was fine. My internet was fine, and we were watching the show. Then I started talking about like the spirits here and about what's been happening to me here, and the show started acting crazy. The show was perfect. The whole show, we had no problems. Yeah, we have severe thunderstorm, but my power's on. My internet's on. There's no reason for the StreamYard to be doing what it was doing, and it was freezing up the show. That's crazy. Hmm. Could we tie that into the paranormal? I don't know. You know, this nothing really phases me here anymore. Like I've seen a lot already in my life. Like the only thing that fears me is death. That's the only thing that fears me. You know why? Because I don't know how to die. Yeah, I don't know how to die. I had many times that I almost died and have All right. It's crazy. It's getting crazy. StreamYard is going crazy. I apologize again. Um, the energy is very strong. We have a big, rain situation, right? And where I live, we have like a little channel of water that flows underneath the building and where I live, and that water is free flowing and projecting. Okay, I'm back. That time it was the internet. That time it was the internet. Um, just be patient. When it does happen, it drops off for a while. So if you just hang on tight, I'll be back. I never leave a show without saying my phrase at the end. So the show ain't over until I say that. You know what I mean? So, and I'm only an hour in. Are you fucking kidding me? When have I ever? When was the last time I actually did an hour show? It's been a long time. I mean, I did an hour something last night, but I got off at midnight. It was a late show. But I apologize. The internet, it's acting a little weird. That we have severe thunder and lightning and all that good stuff going on right now. It is raining. Let me see how it is outside. But it's we had tornadoes out here, so that's a lot of strong energy. And I'm talking about the paranormal, and maybe the spirits are interfering. Maybe I do have a spirit here that wants to fuck around, right? Maybe it is, right? Blame the paranormal. That's a lot of they know that I know, you know, they know that I know. We're gonna burn some bay leaves. So let me show you. I got some bay leaves here. This one's it's folded in, but I'm gonna burn that one. I got this one, and then I got this one here. So we're gonna be burning some bay leaves. See, I like my little sign back here. It's the psychic, dreams, love, luck, fate, tarot, and I got the tattoo tarot, which is this right here. Got the deck out right here in front of me. I've been shuffling them. Now with this one, what I wanted to do, right, is do a reading for someone, but I wasn't gonna do it on YouTube because it's gonna be a long one. This is something that's like this. It's because it's a certain reading for certain things, right? And sometimes this type of reading it's more like serious and personal, and you don't just want to put that on the internet. Look weird with the glasses, and I can't see the damn screen. So, um, yeah, I can't even see. I have to put my drops. How about I do that? Put my drops on. My eyes are very sensitive to light. and like pretty much the light is real sensitive too. Sorry, I'm not crying for you. I'm crying for me. Like no. But I wanted to do this reading, right? And it's called the 8 coin rose tattoo spread. Um, and it's a spread where you put the first card in the middle, and then you put the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's the shape of a flower of a rose. You put it as a shape of a rose, so it's like one in the middle, and then you put like the 2, 3, right, and then 4 will be on the top, and then on the other side you'll put like 5, 6, and then 7 will be in the bottom of the middle card. So like that. So it's a pretty good reading I want to do for someone, because this one's really gonna have to like take time to do. This is not like this is something that doesn't take half an hour. No, it could be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. You know, it's pretty in depth, and I know someone who actually needs this type of reading. I do. It's a friend of mine. I know she's going through some stuff. It's a funny thing is that she don't need to tell me, right? Because I already know. I feel the energy, so I know already. You know, it's I'm very sensitive to energy, and people don't need to tell me things like I already feel it. I already know it. You know, I can feel the betrayal. You know, I can feel that energy of like deceiving energy. I feel a lot of like not so much hatred, but like what the fuck energy. Definitely. Let me burn some bay leaves because I have my other cards too. But since we're in the Saturday, and Saturday is for magic too, might as well get into the magic and get into psychic readings. These Baileys, I've had it for over 8 years. I've had this exact bay leaves. I had so much because I put in an order, and I have like I ordered I think it was a pound of bay leaves, and that was like 8 years ago, and that was like in the beginning of when I started YouTube, like not like when I started doing shows on YouTube. Um, I had ordered like bay leaves, and I got them from where they were from. Oh damn! Nah, it just slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. Um, but it's from the Middle East. Damn, I can't. Let me see. Hold on. I have to look at my map. I have to look at my map. Yeah, because it's gonna blow my fucking head. Like trying to think where that I got these from. Um, This one was from, where was it from? Shoot. Yeah, I don't now. I can't now. I'm really like, where the fuck did it was where was it? It was in Turkey. Was it Jordan? Was it Jordan? You know what? I think I could check. Hold on, because let me see if I could check. I can't. My eyes suck when I put the drops on. Can't see shit. Where is my app? By the way, I'm looking for the app. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought oh, here it is. See, I can't see shit without my. I can't really see without my glasses. I gotta get myself new glasses. Um, Sign in. I have to sign in. It's been a long time since I've been with forget about but I already had it signed in with my fingerprint. Um yeah, I gotta get back onto eBay and get certain things that I need. Um they're good for certain things like sages, different types of sages, um black salt. Um yeah, I use but you just gotta be careful who you get from eBay too. You have your people. I already have my people. I already know who. So like when I put in an order, they know. You know, I ordered from them before, but I can't see shit with my glasses. But I just put those drops, so I have to leave like my glasses off for a little bit. My eBay. I could go under buy again. Wow, I got a lot of stuff. um what's it this one? I don't even think they'd have to sell her anymore. I don't think they're selling. Oh shit! I gotta check on that. Um, Man, I miss eBay. It's been a while. It's been a while. They got a lot of stuff. I mean, cool stuff. You know, like I got some of my stuff from eBay. Some of my turtle decks, and they're really good. The cards are really awesome. Damn, I got a lot of shit on here. No, I got too much things. Okay, so I think they're not selling it. I'm gonna check the loose sage better because that one I could get out of Cali. Let's see the bay leaves. Um, no, mine wasn't from Greece. It was from. I can't check it because the seller's not on here anymore. So I know it's from the Middle East, somewhere in the Middle East. And I believe it's Jordan. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Jordan. Yeah. I know it was in Jordan. Because it was next to Israel. And I know I did a show about this. So I need to go back and watch. Oh shit, to find that show, forget about it. That's a needle in a haystack. That is a needle in a haystack. So yeah. It's like find that show where I mention the bay leaves and where I purchase it. It's a needle in a haystack. I'll give you $100. Good luck. Contest starts now. So you got like almost 700, and that's a lot of videos. I'm saying right now, I'm in the 700 mark. Let me see, how many am I? Oh my god, 798. I think this is 799. I think the next one is 800. So welcome to 799 videos on YouTube. Good luck on that contest. Find out where I got my Baileys from. And I'll tell you right now, it was like super long ago. You gotta go back and watch. Oh no. That's hard. That's a hard contest. Put it this way. You find it $100 and a shirt. And it'll be a special shirt. It won't be one that you have. It will be a unique one. I think to make accountability great again that Tyson has on his shop. Let me show you guys. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can find his shop here. There's his store. I should be showing you guys how to do this. Hold on. But this is not. I gotta talk to him. I need to talk to Tyson. It's like, Rick, didn't you just speak to Tyson? I go, yeah, I have him on my show every Thursday. But I feel like I need to help him. As he's helping me, I need to help him too. You know? It's a mutual thing. Um yeah, for sure. It's a mutual thing. Let me see because I didn't see these. Um yeah, I gotta talk to Tyson. Where is it? Tyson's really cool people, man. Very, very cool people. He's been around for a while. He's spoken to a lot of people. I'm trying to get him back on live. You know, I gotta make a deal with him to get him back live on his channel. Like, at least do one live a week. You know, you don't have to do it every day like I do. You know, because that is very hard to do. To stay committed every day doing what I do is not easy. It's not easy, and a lot of times I'm doing this by myself with nobody watching. So it's just a recording. It goes up to YouTube. I'm doing a production. Whoever watches it watches. Who doesn't. But the ones in the future will come back and watch. So the ones who do and come and see this episode, I wish you a lot of luck. I wish you a lot of money. I'm gonna burn some Baileys on that note. We're gonna take a look at Tyson's website. Tyson's been around, man. He's really cool people, man. I'm telling you, I have very I had good intuition when it comes to people and what they do and just discovering people, good people. It's a nice gift. And with that said, let me come over here and show you guys how I. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me set it up. Set it up. Set it up. Oh yeah, damn! I definitely got to set it up because the damn internet went crazy for a moment. All right, so this is Tyson's page on YouTube, right? So you come over here where it says his Twitter and two more links. Just click on that. It'll open up his description. And then you come down here to TysonDeLaCruz.com. Click on that. That'll take you to his website. So this is his website. And then you scroll down and you just look at the stories that he has up. The little Kilmar, got a lot of news. That's what I'm into. I like to be informed and be on top of things. I don't want to be the one like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, no, I want to be informed. That's his store, the Tyson store, and you can get a lot of merch from there. I gotta ask him, where's my Make America Great Again? And here's Tyson, and you get a description of Tyson and what he's about. Really cool, really, really, really cool. You see, he's very interactive with individuals. He goes and speaks. He goes to speaking events. He's a very busy individual, and that's Tyson, man, and that's a friend of our show, and we're blessed to have him, and for me to have discovered him, and to bring him on here every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific. Very good energy guy, man. The man is he's gonna be very successful. He has the passion, he has the energy, like very strong energy. But check out his website; it's really cool. TysonDeLaCruz.com, and you can see his shows on YouTube. They update. They're all updated. We are gonna watch one of his shows. That is a cool site, And if you want to get your news, you can get your news through here, through Tyson De La Cruz. And you can stay in touch with him. He's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I don't do Instagram. I don't do Facebook. I am on YouTube. And that's Tyson, I need to go out to Las Vegas. I'm actually going to go out to Las Vegas next year. I'm thinking about going there and have a meeting with Tyson, go out, have dinner, talk over a nice meal and talk about where the future, talk about the future, talk about anything and everything. It'll be my first time in Vegas, so I'm gonna be like, ooh, I never seen this before. This is so cool. It's like when you experience new things and new adventures. I mean, it makes it a lot easier. And there's a lot of things I want to do around that area. So I was like, man, I'm gonna probably go for maybe a week. Maybe 4 or 5 days, possibly. If I was gonna do a short trip, I'll do like 4 or 5 days, and one day I'll take to go around Vegas and look around the casinos. And I've never been there before, so everything is gonna be all new to me and confusing as shit. I know I'm gonna be taxed like crazy, but I'm not gonna stay on the strip. If I'm gonna stay somewhere, I'm gonna stay away from the strip. I'm not big on the casino stuff, or I may catch a show. I may catch a show or two. I don't know if I'll go to the Spear. Maybe I'll go to the Spear and experience that. Never. That'll be a first for me, and probably a last, first and last of going to. I know right now. I think the Backstreet Boys are playing there. Um, Pretty cool. I think they show movies there too. I wonder how that is to watch a movie in that type of setting. That would be so freaking cool. So I don't know what and when I'm going, but I will be going there next year. Um, I was thinking about going there for WrestleMania. I was talking to Tyson. I was like, hey, maybe I go there for WrestleMania. I go, that would be crazy. I don't know. We'll see, because they're fucking pricey. Like, WWE is not cheap anymore. I remember when I went, it wasn't that like crazy expensive. Now it's like, here's my both legs and here's my arm. Like, you want both arms? Dude, how am I gonna get around? Like, how am I gonna wipe my ass? Like, like, this is crazy. But I'm definitely gonna make my way out to Las Vegas, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Next year is gonna be pretty good year. I say for me, I think is gonna be, if I can make it to 26, which I believe I can. I think it's gonna be a good year for me. I think I'm gonna do a little traveling, a little possibly. Um, I want to go to Amsterdam, and I also want to go to Iceland. Um, and it's both are going to be on that same trip, because I'm going to go um like 4 days or 3 days, 3 to 4 days in Amsterdam and 3 days in Iceland. So actually, no, 3 and 3, and then one day for travel. So it'll be 7 in total, but one day will be for traveling in total of time frame. So it'll be like you split it half and half and take a flight from Iceland, because I want to go from Boston to Iceland, or yeah, Boston to Iceland. Which, man, I wish I could do Iceland last, right? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, because I want to make my way to Amsterdam. So I want to go from Iceland, like from Boston to Iceland, Iceland to Netherlands, Amsterdam, and then come back home, but going back to Iceland and then from Iceland to Boston. Um, I think that would be better for my body, and it gives me a chance to get off the plane and walk around. So I'm not in the plane for like 7 hours straight. Like, or 8 hours straight flying from the Netherlands to Boston. Um, yeah, I'd rather go to Iceland and then from Iceland come back home. But I do want to go for at least 3 days to Iceland. I want to go to the Blue Lagoon. I want to go to see the geysers. I also want to see the volcanoes. And I want to see the waterfalls. I love waterfalls, and you know how I feel about waterfalls. And I want to take a day and go searching for waterfalls. Like, want to rent a car and drive and find these waterfalls, and also go to the thermal pool. Besides Blue Lagoon, I would like to go to another different thermal pool, because the basically that trip is for rejuvenation and to make my body feel better and to shock the system and also relax it, with the cold and the hot and with the water, with the especially in the Blue Lagoon, that it's very therapeutical, very good for your skin. um I'm I really want to do that. It is a, I believe it's a world wonder. It's one of the 25 wonders of the world. And I believe the Blue Lagoon is one of the wonders of the world. And so far, have done not much of the wonders of the world, to be honest with you, but I have done Niagara Falls. So I need to do my bucket list, and definitely Iceland is on the it's on the cards, it's on the list, and I'm definitely thinking about going there, um, renting a car and exploring Iceland. Um, it's scary, right? Because I don't know their language, and I know they use like very long words. They like use very long words, and there's like all different letters inside the words, and you're like, all right, how do I pronounce this? I don't want to offend anybody or butcher their language, but damn, man, you couldn't just make it easy. It's so hard. I also want to see the Northern Lights, so I don't know if that will be possible, but I definitely would like to see the Northern Lights in Iceland. And we are going to be seeing Northern Lights here if because we do have a lot of solar flares that are exploding from the sun and coming towards Earth. And this has been one hell of a year with so much energy hitting us from the sun that it's just going to be driving people a little bit crazy. People are going a little wild. People are very emotional right now. People are having these feelings, and sometimes those feelings could be deceiving because the energy from the sun is racing through everyone's system. Remember, we are like 70% water. So, you know, our we don't really feel it, but our it's in our blood. It's the water inside of us, the fluids inside of us. It manipulates, and the sun plays a big role in how we live on forward. And we're very alien to this planet. We take this planet for granted, because like people think that we just popped up like a flower and humanity just popped here. It's not like that. It's never was like that. People were brought here. People were brought here, and we were kind of like a big experiment project. And And that's what I feel. I just feel people were brought here. More and more I live every day, the more and more it convinces me. And the fact that, like, you got these, like, people that think they have power and they feel powerful, but in reality, it's just like it feels like a play to me. It feels very theater, you know. And we're at a point in our lives, and we're witnessing a lot of things, experiencing a lot of things. Um, you know, but the most important thing is make sure you just take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. Um, if you could get out and enjoy life. You know, don't take your life for granted because you're special like Jesus was. He lived the days of, in those times, in those books. He had TMZ on his ass documenting everything. So for us to, you know, read and get informed of his history and what he went through. I mean, we all have our own stories. We all have our own problems. And yeah, can't convince me any different. I really believe people like we were dropped off here, and we're just like an experiment to see if we could get along without killing each other. And we're at that point that we're trying to kill each other. that's like that's not the energy that we want to be projecting, because that energy is bringing something towards us, and it's not a good thing. So the more happier, the more peaceful, positive energy you project, the better it is for your life. And, like, I see it like how the Trolls movie. Remember the Trolls movie? The little cartoon trolls? Yeah. Well, the recent movies, how they have like they're partying and happy, and then they release the energy, and like and they like super power energies that they have from within, and it's all based on happiness. And when you have that dark energy inside of you, it just really brings you down, and just you got to find your inner spirit. Yeah, it's a good movie actually. It's like it has a good story to it. But the first Trolls, but the cartoon one, my cats love listening to the music, so I put the movie on. So my cats, they come onto the bed, and they like watching those cartoons, because when I was when I got them, I adopted them. I rescued them from a wildfire that happened in North Carolina, and they were euthanizing these pets, all the pets and cats and dogs. They were euthanizing them, and I went to the site, and I was like, I'm gonna find me a cat to save me from those fires. And I wanted a Tar Heel cat, right? I wanted from North Carolina. So I checked in North Carolina and so forth, and found Tasha, which is my older cat. And then I did all the application, filled out all the paperwork, and they were like, everything was perfect, everything was good. But then they called me, right? And they, I don't know if you're gonna like this. I'm like what's happening? What's going on? She's like, okay, Tasha. Well, making a long story short, she's a plus one. I go, plus one. What do you mean plus one? She's accompanied with another cat. I go, another cat? Like, what do you mean? I go, yeah, her daughter. I'm like, her daughter? I'm rescuing a family? That's fucking awesome. She wasn't expecting me to say that, but I was like, that was like fucking awesome. I was like, yes, I'll take her. What's her name? Like, her name is Nala. I was like, Nala, okay, perfect. I'm getting two cats. I was only anticipating one, but holy smokes, the Lord says you're gonna have two. And it was the mother and daughter. What a perfect relationship too. Um and I still have them to this day. And it's been almost what, 8 years now. Yeah, I've had them for almost 8 years, and they're my joy. They're my pride. I wake up in the morning and my cat's there, waking me up and looking in, making sure I'm okay. She checks up on me at night. My little one, Nala, the plus one. Well, she comes and she tucks me in at night. She's the one that puts me to sleep. She lays next to me, and she kind of like a cuddle buddy to fall asleep, right? So she puts me to sleep, and once I'm asleep, she leaves. She leaves and she goes to her spot, like where she goes to sleep and stuff. So she does that every night. Every night she goes on the bed and she puts me to sleep. She puts me to sleep. I love my cats. My cats are, I feature them on my shorts. They get a lot of views. We need more people watching them though. I'm burning some bay leaves. I felt like burning some more bay leaves. So it's one of these nights. I haven't burned bay leaves in a while, so I wanted to burn some because I know the energy is hyped tonight. They tried to mess with the show. They really did. That I was gonna let that happen. How your night is going? How's everyone's night going? The thunderstorms has calmed down here. I'll give you a quick weather report. Um, I survived. I've been here on the show. It was pretty gnarly earlier. It got really dark. Oh my goodness! And it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun was still out, and it turned day into night. That's how dark it got outside, and it got crazy. A couple of tornadoes hit Massachusetts this evening over there, and actually afternoon it happened over there. And happy they didn't come over here because I live in a valley and we're prone for tornadoes, but it's been a long time since we had tornadoes in Connecticut. The last time we had a tornado in Connecticut was in November 13th of 2021. That was like 3 tornadoes. I remember that day because it was fucking crazy. 3 tornadoes hit Connecticut on that day. And the winds were crazy that day. That day I will never forget. Important days and dates I never forget because I was like shocked to like witness it. I was like, holy shit, this shit's fucking crazy. All right. We're gonna go. Let's see what we're gonna go. What we're gonna do. I want to see another episode. Let's see another episode. Let's check out another episode of Mindseed TV. And this one's going to be a powerful evil spirit in old man's house. And it says, warning, extremely disturbing content. So if you're sensitive and you're scared of spirits and ghosts and the paranormal, well, I highly suggest watching another show because tonight is about the paranormal world and we're going to watch another episode right now.
Something was sitting on you.
Oh, this one smells real bad. My hand off it. Can you give us a little sound?
Dude, it just felt like all hell broke loose.
They definitely didn't like that.
This is going to be good. Please watch at your own discretion. I already burned my bay leaves.
So we received an email from a man who stated that his grandfather had recently passed away and left the house to him.
My grandfather Jack died here a couple months ago. He left the house to me in his will. But when I'm here staying the night, I notice a presence that I do not recognize. And it's becoming kind of difficult for me to deal with.
It's always really exciting when we get contacted by somebody to do an investigation in a home because it's typically very personal and it kind of gives us an opportunity to use our skills to help somebody out.
My grandmother died a few years back. And they say once one goes, it's not long after the other follows. Not much has changed in the house besides me being here. But every time I show up, there's just some weird shit going on in this house that I don't have words to explain.
He's seen cabinets that he knows were closed opened up. He says that he gets a really strange feeling every time he's there, and he wanted Tanner and I to go and see if we could capture any kind of paranormal activity on camera or maybe figure out what's going on there for him.
I'm excited to see what you guys find and maybe give you some answers to what I'm going to do with the house in the future. You can have the house as long as you need it. I just need you to find something that gives me an answer whether or not I should keep it or whether I'm in danger staying here.
Anytime I do an investigation that's off the beaten path as far as tourist attractions, haunted hotels, haunted prisons, places that people go all the time, I've gotten communication in those, but I feel like when you're going into someone's home or the house of someone who's passed away, you have the opportunity to communicate with something that no one else ever has before.
That's what I've done here. It's happened to me here. The last person that lived here died here. He died in the other room. And he was a pastor for a local church here. Him and his wife were pastors.
Going in the house at nighttime, it was definitely creepy because just the way the house was set up. You know, you've got this long hallway, doors with shadows in every single room, and you could feel a presence as soon as you walked in there.
What is that? Is that a church?
Yeah.
This town is weird.
The church bell.
So the church starts ringing the bell as we're walking in the front door. That's pretty
Yeah, they start
creepy.
doing it at midnight. Oh. It looks like a haunted house.
All right, you ready to do it?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
As soon as we entered the house, I already felt like an eerie feeling. Just all those rooms down the hallway, just dark. It was just a little bit creepy.
Yeah, if you get anything on there, just let me know and I'll jump to your laptop. Oh, dude, scared the shit out of me. I'll jump to your laptop. Oh, dude, you scared the shit out of me.
Oh, something was standing there. Oh, it's right by me.
We did try to use the Kinect sensor to see if we could capture any kind of thermal apparitions or any kind of skeleton figures, because with the Kinect camera, it does sense human bodies and it can also sense presences that are not human.
Nothing here. I think we're clearing here. Okay. Next room. Yeah. Well, this, I guess we can't access this door.
I'm going to have to move my camera.
check that rocking chair.
Yeah, definitely check the rocking chair. A small bed. There's places that you go into that you feel nothing. And then there's places that you walk into and you could just feel like something is on you. And this was one of those places. As soon as we walked in, you could just feel like something was sitting on you. Hello. If there are any spirits present here, can you give us a sign that you're here? Yeah, you can definitely tell this was like an old man's place, or like at least an old couple, you know?
Yeah.
It's like all sorts of old.
Looks very old. Oh, someone there. You saw it walk? Nothing was just there. It's like a figure that was standing there. Right there.
We did our sweep, we walked down the hallways, and this house had so many different rooms in it and so many different doors. We decided that we were going to close each door as we finished up in that room, just so that we could keep track of everything that we'd done. Let's keep closing these doors.
You close that one off.
Yeah.
Next room.
Watch the spirit opens them back up. The old doors.
In the very back of the house, there was one room in particular that had a towel underneath the crack of the door. And when we opened up that door,
It just reeked. It was just nasty. Like, it's so nasty and foul. Like, I could taste it. Like, just like rotting.
to the point that Tanner and I thought there might be a dead animal in one of these cabinets. It stunk. It wasn't a good feeling walking into that room.
What's this door?
Oh, good question.
Sometimes those
There's like a
smells, it's
mat
not
on
from
the floor.
animals. It's an infestation
The outside.
of a
Maybe.
spirit,
Like they don't want stuff
demonic
growing.
spirit.
Oh, this room stinks. Oh, this room smells real bad. You smell it?
Dude. What the fuck is that smell?
There's got to be something dead in here.
Camera's
Is
still
like a
working.
dead rodent up there somewhere?
I don't know. That yeah, it smells like decom. Whoa. But there's like photos in here. Like it was a. What do you think? This is an office or something?
Maybe.
Like old Macy's.
A lot of photos.
Family gathered fire department. Let's check old news clippings and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it stinks.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, maybe we stay out of this one.
I almost wonder if what he's been feeling here is his grandpa at all, or if it's something.
Maybe it's something else, right?
Something else.
Yeah.
And we found paintings and drawings that kind of painted a picture of Grandpa Jack being a military man.
It's a pretty cool painting, actually.
Nothing really wrong.
Oh, this room's kind of crazy.
Dining room, old picture of grandpa,
Yeah.
old painting.
Very old school. Someone looking in.
He doesn't look happy, right? It
Nope.
looks like an angry face, actually.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll have the obelisk running. We'll run the spirit box. We'll see if any communication comes through.
I don't get a good
Old furniture.
I don't either, just because of that smell in that room.
It doesn't.
Like, it doesn't feel like
I've smelled that smell before.
yeah. It doesn't feel like a good vibe. Maybe you don't like speaking Do the woman's voice on the Oculus. Huh? Greg Learn? Huh. It's not Jack. Greg Learn. Greg, what did you learn? Or did he teach Greg something? Yeah, Greg Learn.
Yeah, they probably would be.
Looking at that window. I'm trying not to, bro. It just I feel like something's looking at me from over there. Because the light's aiming over there. It's just weird. And that face on the wall too. There's just things like from that direction that are
right at us. Look at the angle of his face.
let's give them more options for communication. You can communicate through the Ovilus, and you could also communicate through the spirit box. It's either this or this. What's it gonna be?
Good spelling. Then I'm not stupid.
We were definitely getting activity in the spirit box and the Ovilus, and we just had to take those things and kind of go through them in post to discover exactly what was being said.
I'm not stupid. Did you hear that?
Speak more clearly, whoever you are. Whoever you are.
Like a cat sound. Yeah, that's what it say. Like meow.
While we were doing the spirit box, we did hear a faint noise of a piano key, and we stopped to see if that was actually the piano. It was kind of hard to tell listening back on the camera at the time. However, in post-production, it was much more clear that definitely there was a key or something that was struck while we were listening to the spirit box. Did you hear the piano for just a second? Did you hear the piano for just a second? It might not have been. But that sounded like
I was zoned in
I
on
thought I heard like what?
energy.
Energy.
I was zoned in
I
on
thought I heard like what?
energy.
There's energy out here.
You feel our energy? It's good or bad energy? Total. That's not clear enough. Are you an evil entity?
Oh, it's definitely picking up a reading here. For some reason. I'm telling you, I think I heard the piano. We'll have to listen to the tape, but like, I thought I heard something over the, and look, there's actually a key pressed down. Look.
Oh yeah, look.
It's getting good readings though.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely energy here.
Yeah.
You need a
little bit
K2
higher, maybe.
meter.
Like if you hold it up. Yeah.
This is your chance.
Who are you?
Speak up.
Tell us. Give us a name. So we tested that out for a little bit. We really didn't get anything, and we decided we were going to go ahead and turn up the volume a little and test out the Ouija board. We could leave this running. You want to give
the Ouija board.
Ouija board a shot?
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
want to just do that?
Yeah.
Jump straight to it? While using the Ouija board, there was a certain point where the planchette started to move. And as soon as it started moving, something struck the piano really hard, and it startled Tanner.
I have one.
All right, let's give it the 3 spins. 1, 2, 3.
What is your name?
You can feel free to move this planchette if you would like to communicate with us. Are you evil? Is this Grandpa Jack?
It's moving.
I got 2 fingers on. I'm barely touching. I think it's going to no. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's going past the letter.
Yeah, I heard.
What happened?
I took my hand off it.
Yep, one of the main rules. Never remove your hands. Yep, and that happened to me.
It's never my intention to break communication or to release anything, but when you're doing a Ouija session or anything like that, sometimes it's difficult to stay focused on what you're doing when things are actually happening physically in the world around you.
What happened?
I took my hand off it.
We both know that it's not good to take your hands off the planchette when you're in the middle of having communication. People say that that could release things out into the physical world. It can be disturbing to whoever you're communicating with. It can upset them, make them angry. A lot of things that we see or capture, people could always chalk up to coincidence. But what are the chances?
The second I broke contact, I noticed the light flicker above us.
Yeah, it looks like
Because of my cousin. And I'll share that story at the end of this. Well, I got darker. In the light. See, it got dark.
I took my hand off it.
Like all the way?
Just my left fingers, yeah.
Okay, well, it stopped moving. Maybe just keep trying, I guess?
Yeah.
Do you see that light flicker?
Yeah, man.
That was weird, too. After that happened, we couldn't get whatever entity was communicating with us to move the planchette again. It was dead still from that point on. All right, so maybe let's try to spin it again.
Okay.
We'll just start fresh, right? We're sorry that we broke the pact.
No disrespect.
If you're still here, we'd still like to communicate. We heard the piano again in the hallway, and we decided to wrap up the Ouija board session. We moved the planchette to the goodbye. We wanted to bring our cameras and go see what was going on in the hallway with the piano. We figured maybe it's trying to draw us to the piano. It keeps making noises at the piano. Do you no longer want to communicate with us? Bro, you know what? Let's just end this. Yeah, I want to see what's going on. That's the second time I heard that. That was clear as day.
Yeah, I heard the piano.
And as we turned that corner, it was just, I got him right now. I don't know if you could see that.
Goosebumps.
You can zoom in, but there's goosebumps all over my arm. And that's the feeling. I still got him. I can remember that feeling so much that it makes the hair stand up on my arms.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you playing the piano?
Now it's 2 keys down?
I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again? Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you.
I know it's not exactly traditional or the way everyone does things, but sometimes me and Casey do choose to provoke so that we can get some type of reaction to open communication. So I decided to play the piano back, and they definitely didn't like that.
Oh shit!
I'll do it. Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Tanner decided he was gonna make some noises on it and say, hey, look, you're making noises, I can make some noises too. He started pushing some keys, and at that moment it just felt like all hell broke loose.
There we go. So you got warned. If you're a chicky, let me pause it for a second here. if you're a little creeped out, get scared easily, like this is your warning. Step away, and yeah, for those who are the ones who really want to see this, thank you for watching. Truly appreciate it, and let's get back to it. It's really good, right? I really like Paranormal Tales and paranormal. Like it's just such a world that's just hasn't been really like detailed so much or expressed so much. Like we get a lot of information from like private investigators. I've been on investigations before for spirits. Like they kind of like use me for my energy, and I bring in like I can hear the energy I feel. I can hear like sounds, and it's pretty unique. I was actually thinking about joining the paranormal, um, the New England paranormal. Um, I was thinking about joining it, but the guy, the one with the Annabelle, that's the group I was thinking about joining, and they believe his Dave Rivera, I think that was his name, passed away after handling the Annabelle doll, the real doll, which is kind of like a big Raggedy Andy, and they also have the Annabelle doll, the from the movies. Um, yeah, that energy is real. Energy is real. Spirits are real. Like if we're alive and anything and everything is possible. Okay. Um, just be careful if you do dabble into Ouija boards or any of the tarot cards. Like I do tarot, and I have it under control. I have everything under control here. Been doing it for years and years and years. I've had that experience with the Ouija board myself. Um, and I think we're going to watch this first, and then I'll tell you my story. Because my story is my story. My story never going to change. It's always going to be the same. I spoke about the story so many times on my channel. You just go back and watch. Like Albie, if he's here, he knows I spoke about this before, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's Paranormal Tales night. It's a Paranormal Tales. It's I know I want to do some news, but I'm gonna leave that for the end because I love the paranormal world. So after this, after we watch this, I'll share my story with the Ouija board. Here we go.
Is that you playing the piano? I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again? Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you. And go ahead, make a sound. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Look.
When the doors began to rumble, it felt like the fucking world was ending. Like I've never felt fear like that on an investigation, and I just kind of was frozen.
I can't even describe on camera how terrifying that felt.
Oh, look at the lantern, the light on the
like
top.
Every door in the house
chandelier.
was rumbling.
Or a little
And
light
it felt
that's on the top, swirling.
aggressive. It felt violent.
And I just
And the
kind of was
doors were
frozen,
all
like
rattling.
I don't know, just couldn't process it or what.
And then I saw the chandelier swinging in the hallway.
Yeah.
Dude.
Look at the chandelier.
We kind of froze for a sec and then just got the fuck out of there. There's no fucking way.
Wow. You can hear it. Wow.
Yeah, dude, there's no fucking way we're staying in that.
From almost every door in the house, right? It wasn't just me. Like, it was every fucking door.
It was every door.
You know, I don't know if I triggered something with taking my finger off the planchette or
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
know.
taunting him with the piano.
The fact that it seemed like he was really unhappy with you is even more of a reason not to want to stay there tonight.
Yeah.
What I would say for the man who reached out to us as far as us trying to capture paranormal on camera, I don't think that would be your grandfather.
Say what you want about us being cowards or whatever, but when you're dealing with a presence like that is trying to take action against you, it's not a game. We're not there to get hurt.
I don't know if the activity that you've received has been as aggressive, but what I would recommend is probably not to stay in that house until you have had the house cleansed.
We'd had enough. We were both just pretty much done with that investigation. As far as what I think he should do with Grandpa Jack's house, he should consider getting professional help.
If you intend on keeping the house, just make sure you hire someone that knows what they're doing as far as cleansing and rituals and stuff like that.
Yep.
I do believe it is haunted by an evil entity. It's pretty clear to me that we weren't welcome there.
We do our part by coming in and trying to make communication, see if there is anything to communicate with, which we have. And now it's on you to do your part and decide what you want to do with the actual house.
I'll bulldoze that shit. Look at it.
Dude.
It's all the doors and the chandelier. That's crazy. That's okay. That was a little wild. Let me go ahead and fix this here. Damn, all the doors are going after he pressed the, because they were tapping with the Ouija board and they were doing that, and then they were getting a communication, but the sound of the piano distracted them, and he took his hand off the board, and that's a no. I had that issue. I had that happen to me, and I'm gonna share that story in a moment. But they take the hands off the board, and then they wanted to like start it over again, and then they weren't getting no communication, right? But they heard the sound of the piano key, like a soft, tap of the piano key, and then the next thing you know, like they go up to the piano and they just go ahead and press a key, like, kind of like taunting it a little bit. I mean, it's not really taunting. He's just like, that's not your piano. So first of all, you shouldn't be touching it. And the fact that he pressed the keys, the doors just went crazy. Like it was an earthquake, and the chandelier was like swaying back and forth. Wow. Look, it gives me goosebumps. That's strong energy. And it's not his grandfather, it's not his grandmother. That's an evil entity that's there. Really, like, I get goosebumps again. Very strong, powerful energy in that home. Mm-mm-mm. Like, it's. I understand. Like, it gets to a point. Okay, you get scared. You don't want to. You just don't want to. You don't want to stop. Because after something like, imagine that's okay. You go on an investigation, right? Because I've been on an investigation. If that was to happen to me, okay, either I piss on myself or shit on myself. I don't want to do that. So I make sure I'll go to the bathroom before I do any investigations. I always do, anyways. But it does rattle your nerves, and it's that energy because the fear energy is a very powerful energy. Okay, and the spirits they pick up on fear. If the more you fear, the more it energizes them, and it builds up and gives them more energy and gives them like that. That's why they go after kids. These spirits, they're easy because they go after the kids and they scare them. And that builds more energy for them. And they're just innocent children. They're just younglings. I've experienced so many paranormal activities as a little kid that it was so unique for me. So many stories. Oh my god. Like the one that always plays in my head. There's two that the Ouija board one. So let's go to that one because I said I was going to share that story. So it was my cousin's Ouija board. It was not mine. I did not bring it. Like, I was in my home. That was my domain, right? I It was actually a new apartment we moved to because we moved. I think it was like 4 blocks away from where we used to live. It was like 4 or 5 blocks away. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks away. So less than a mile away, right? So we moved into this apartment, brand new. They just built it, right? It was a brand new build. And I remember smelling the smell of the pavement, like I guess it's the stuff they put. It smells like a little tar smell, and the paint was very fresh. Everything was like brand new. It was just a brand new place, and I remember that day when we moved in there. I remember the U-Haul, and we backed it up, and like my dad backed it up in, and then they were moving all the stuff, and then I was just exploring around the area, and very unique little area. And I always felt like that night I slept good. It was pretty good. But then it was just like a little weird too. Especially I had this like beaming like yellowish light, like the street light, like beaming into my room. Um, I remember this one day, and my cousin came over. I just had gotten home from school, and my cousin came by like probably like 30 minutes after I got home, and she brought over the Ouija board, and she had it in her bib bag. That means she took the Ouija board to school. Okay, and the teachers didn't even check her bag. That's how back in those days they didn't have no clear bags. They didn't have like there was a lot of trust. Kids weren't taking guns to school. Like it was a different time and different age, but it was very safe at school. Um, but she brought the Ouija board, and she like, and I was sitting there when my mama was cooking. My mom was making pork chops, and she was making some rice and beans, and oh, shut up. I know it tastes good. I know it sounds good. It was delicious. Trust me, my mom could throw down. Like, I don't know why moms always do fucking, they cook good. They just do. And grandmas too. But she pulls out the Ouija board and she puts it on the table. Mind you, this was like a smaller table we had. It was kind of like a window like table. It was like a two-seater, but it was like by the kitchen, so it was just the Ouija board. And then I was sitting on the right side. So actually, if you're looking the other way, it's the left. But to me, I was sitting on the right because I was facing this way. The refrigerator was there. My mom was the sink over here. My mom's over there cooking. The stove is on that side over there. So I'm sitting down right here. The Ouija board is right here on my side. My cousin's standing over, like sitting over there. And she's like, "Let's play." And I'm like, I think my mom looks at me and I was like, "What is that?" And my cousin's like, "Oh, it's a game. It tells you stuff." And very generic, right? It was like, because she was a kid, she don't know what the fuck that was, right? So she was like, "No, it's a game, and it's you ask some questions and you get answers, like very generic, right?" Like, kind of fucked up, but fucked up that she had me play with her, right? And the reason why she had me play with her because I had played that game before, and I played that game at her house because she had me play with her because she says I'm the only one that bird will answer to. And she was like, she even told me, she was like, "I try to play this with other people, other kids, and it wouldn't work. But when you play, it moved. And when you were around, it moved." And I remember, like, we were all in my cousin's room, my older cousin. Her name was Lisa. And the cousin that was with me with the Ouija board stuff, that was chasing me down with the Ouija board, her name was Helen. Okay. And then there was three girls. So the other one was China. what names, right? So Lisa, China, and Helen. And Helen is the one who would chase me down to play with her, the Ouija board. So I would play with her, and it would answer a lot of questions. And my cousins would ask and sit around and watch and like like read out what it's spelling out, pretty much. And it was very unique. Did it a few times in my aunt's house and at the neighbor's house. There was a neighbor house next door. We had kids over there. They were like, goodness gracious, they had a lot of kids over there. And they were friends with my cousin. So with my cousin's family, with my aunt and so forth. So we went over there, and lo and behold, here comes my cousin with the fucking Ouija board. Okay. And we're talking about, I'm young as hell. I'm about, what, 6 years old? I think 6 or 7 years old. I believe 6. I was very, very naive, very pure, young, very youngling. So she brings the Ouija board over to play. So we all go to the room and then we start playing with the Ouija board. And then an entity did come through. It was a guy. He was young. He was like around 28 or something, and he was it was a weird entity. It was a weird energy. Like it said a lot of stuff. And my question, my cousin were asking, "Oh, am I gonna get pregnant, or how many kids I'm gonna have, and all this crazy shit, right?" And the board would answer. And I remember his name was Tony, and it was so and Tony used to come out a few times. I'm getting goosebumps again. Um, well, going back to my home. So my cousin brings the Ouija board out of her bag. She sets it up on the table. So my mom asks, "What is that?" So that's when she says, "Oh, it's a board that asks you ask questions and it gives you answers." So very generic answer. So my mom was very naive. Gotta remember, my mom was very young. She had me at a very young age. At that time, she was about what 22 years old. Oh, my lighter's not working. How funny! Don't tell me you died. No, it doesn't want to work. That's crazy. It doesn't want to spark. Paranormal activity. Is this part of paranormal activity? Maybe. Let me put some fuel in it. Maybe that'll help. It has fuel. Does it? Yeah, it has fuel in it. I don't know. Let me see. If not, I'm going to put a retirement to it. Because I have another one. Just going to put a little bit of fuel. Just to see if it's a fuel problem. But, okay, back to the Ouija board. So my cousin sets it up. So we're starting playing. She was asking all the stupid questions. And the board was moving. It was answering questions. And the board was like very active. I was like, just my hands was barely touching the planchette, and it was just moving all over the place. I'm like, I'm very young. I wasn't really proficient in spelling and forming all these sentences, and the way it was talking was a lot. So we're there for a while, and then my aunt comes and knocks on the door and comes in, and my aunt, she's walking in, and I'm like, this is the first time I ever seen these people come over here. Like, that was the first time my aunt came over to that apartment, because we just moved there, so it was her first time she came during the daytime. I've never seen my aunt ever when I was young over at our apartment. Like, I never saw her over. Like, the only time was that one time that I saw her, that she came, that I had my hand on the planchette of the Ouija board, and then guess what? My cousin broke the bond. She took her hands off the planchette to go greet her mother and give her a kiss and a hug. And me, I had my hand. I took my right hand off of the planchette, and I left my left hand on the board and on the planchette, not knowing that broke a like a bond, and something came out. And sure enough, my hand started getting really cold, like ice cold. And I'm like, there's something going on. They're like, what? I go, I feel my hands getting really cold, like super, super cold, like creeping up, like cold, 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 cold. My aunt took me off the board because I had my hand on the board. She took me out on the board, and my hand started getting cold, like all the way to the top, like to here. Next thing you know, like I'm like shaking. And then my aunt tells my cousin, Mom, Helen, was it? No, Helen. Did Helen go? I know China showed up, and I think with Helen, they went to the church that was down the street, which I could bring up that map and show you guys, like the whole area. Like down the street, there was a church across the street, and they went to the church, and they got holy water, and they brought holy water because my aunt told them to go to the church and get holy water. And then my aunt started doing some prayer over me and stuff, and then got the holy water and put it all over me. And then after a while, I was like, I felt good. I was like, I'm fine. I'm like, but I felt something got into me, and I felt like two entities got into me. It was just weird, and I always felt like they're always been in me. You know, it just gives you that, like, because of my experience of what I've been through and this, how sensitive I am with energy and how I am, like, I hear voices and shit like that, and things start coming to me, and I'm very psychic. I had plenty of near deaths experience, a lot of near death experience. But back to that scene. So I'm on the ground. My aunt's putting the holy water on me. She's doing all this prayers and stuff, and putting, like, doing the cross stuff on my forehead, and now as an adult, reliving and telling you the story, it's kind of fucked up that she would let her daughter own a device like that, a board that at a young age, I was 6 years old, you know, and the fact that, like, they had to do all this, like, she did this, like kind of like a whole, like, a ritual type of prayer stuff over me. Yep. And you know who could confirm that story? My mother. Nope. My mother, my cousin, and my aunt. Like, Gina and Helen and Lisa, when we were playing the Ouija board over at their house. And I'm pretty sure their mother bought the fucking board for them, right? So I feel like I was more channeled with the spirits inside of me. And I remember this one night, I fell asleep in my room. I was sharing rooms with my sister and my parents. We had a 2-bedroom apartment, and we were on the left side, me and my sister, and my parents were in the room next to us. I was sleeping on the right side. If you're entering, my bed was the first one, and my sister's bed was the left side. So we had the gap in the middle, and then we had a drawer and by the window, and it was a pretty good sized drawer, and it had the closet on the side there. So one night, I fall asleep, and I'm sleeping, and then something wakes me up, and then I have this voice that's telling me, you know, don't move. It's telling me, shh, like that, like, shh, don't move, like that. Like, that's the voice that I'm hearing, and like, and I'm freaking out because I'm hearing this voice, and I'm frozen. I can't move. I'm in a frozen state, right? And I'm looking at the window because I was sleeping. The door was behind me on my head, the door, and then my vision was looking out the window right in front of me, and my sister was sleeping the other way. She was sleeping her head by the window and her feet the other way. But I was looking at the window, and then I hear the voice, shh, don't move, like that. And I'm freaking out. My heart's racing, and then I'm like I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm just scared. I'm getting scared, right? Because I'm hearing this voice telling me not to move, and then I hear this sound of like screeching brakes from the dump trucks. You know how that brake sound when they make like that? It's kind of like a Freddy Krueger sound. You know how Freddy Krueger does that sound, like that scratching sound. Well, that sound of the brakes of the dump trucks, you know how it's like that. It's like a squealy sound. That sound was happening, right? And then next thing you know, I see these hands come up and remove the screen from the window, right? Mind you, my apartment had bars. Like our apartment, all apartments on like we all had bars. We had metal bars. So like like why would someone like pull the screen down, right? So the screen comes down, and then I'm freaking out because I'm seeing this happening, but I cannot move, I cannot scream. I'm voiceless. I can't do nothing, and I'm hearing this voice telling me to calm down and stay quiet. He's telling me, like, giving me orders, and it's like it's so real. It's like right there, and I'm hearing these voices. And then I'm free. I'm frozen. I'm stuck there. I'm in a paralyzed state of mind. And the next thing you know, I hear the window creeping open, and and they're opening the window, and then they open it like all the way up, and then their hands come down. I start freaking out because, mind you, we have bars, but they opening the window, and then the next thing you know, I'm having like my heart's racing, and he's like, "Shh, stay quiet." And then the next thing you know, I see a hand coming out and like into my room and starts moving around like this on top of my drawer, and this hand is just moving around, and it's just like this crazy thing, like, and it's just this movement he does, and then and then he pulls it out. I'm freaking the fuck out. Okay, I cannot move. I'm like, and then the hand leaves, right? So it seems like it goes away, right? So I'm scared as fuck. I'm freaking out. Where's my lighter? I hope it turns on now. Don't tell me you want to retire. You need a retirement? Because I'll retire you. How many lighters have you retired in your life? Especially torches. Don't get it twisted. I will bust you open and take my gas back. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I will go back to that story. I just want to turn on my candles. I do have extra. I have backup. Like, I have backup torches. I got so many lighters here. I got a whole bunch of here. Got a whole bunch of little ones. I come prepared, and I even have the big long ones. I got like two of them here. So I got like a lot of lighters. It's just this one's my favorite because I got it in Puerto Rico. I got it like at a shop in Puerto Rico, but these also are from Puerto Rico. So I mean, this was the first one. When you have that first crush and you break up with it, and you're like, peace, and then throw it away, and then go to the backup. You find new love, and then new love works perfect. You can hear it. You can even see it. Sorry, love. First love. I'm going to the backup. I'm sorry. I'll miss you. You were good while you lasted. You lasted me a couple of years. You had to die out of all nights. Paranormal Tales. Are you kidding me? It's a fucking good story. You shouldn't have died on me. I'm pretty sure the spirits are doing it. I bet you that should start working later. So back to the story. So I'm laying there paralyzed, and I'm like looking like I'm freaking out, and I can't move, and I'm like stuck there. And then the next thing you know, I hear the voice again, and the voice says, "He's coming back. He's coming back." I
froze. I've had this cold feeling all in my body. Like when you're frozen, like paralyzed, frozen, you're unable to move, and you have this voice speaking very clear and telling me he's coming back. Sure enough, the hand pops back up. The hand pops back and starts more moving around and very aggressively reaching in. I remember as a little boy, 6 years old, it's someone that you don't know. Someone's quick, you're thinking they're breaking into the house. I cannot scream. I am paralyzed. It's a form of paralyzed I was over, and I have this voice telling me, shh, like, don't move. Telling me again, don't move. I ended up passing out. I passed out. I was like, I can't. I passed out, and I was knocked out. My dad had to wake me up because I had to get ready to go to school. My sister was already ready. My dad went into the room, woke me up. He's like, go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, brush your teeth, and let's get ready. So I'm confused, right? I wake up super confused. I go to my parents' room, and I tell my dad and I tell my mom, because my dad and my mom's in the room, and I'm like, there was a hand in my room. And my mom's like, what? And I said, there's a hand in my room. Someone was trying to get in. There was a hand in my room. And my dad's like, we have bars. My mom like, we have bars. Like, what he's talking about? Like, are you kidding me? Like, what's he talking about? I'm like, my dad's like, all right, go ahead and go get ready. Go use the bathroom and brush your teeth. So I go use the restroom and I brush my teeth, right? And I'm done. And my parents go to my bedroom. My mom is over on the left side. I think my mom was on my, trying to remember, because my mom was on my sister's side. My dad was on my side. And and they were talking, right? They were like talking low. They weren't talking loud. They were talking pretty low. And I don't think the person that, like, I don't understand. I walk in, right? I go into the room. Next thing you know, the hand pops out. The hand pops out. My mom starts screaming. My mom screamed so loud. My dad jumped up, almost ran me over, went and grabbed his gun, and went outside to chase the motherfucker. My mom goes and calls the police. There is a police report on this. And I was traumatized. I had to see counseling. That night, that day, the police were there. They came. They're like consoling me. They were like it was really weird after all that. It was a really traumatic event. And you know who's the confirmation of that story? My mother and my father. You know, they don't know what happened to me that night. They only know the part when the hand came out into the room and my mom screamed Bloody Mary to the high levels. Okay? So, pretty awesome story, right? Oh shit, I gotta look at the chat. Sorry. Chloe! This sounds more like MK Ultra voice to skull. Yeah, I was hearing the voices, like it was so clear too, and it was more Indian, like a Native American energy. Like I felt like I had a dark energy came in me, and a Indian. It was more like Indian energy. I feel like I heard like some kind. Always felt like that apartment was built on an Indian burial ground that the builders did not know that building was. I always felt the energy there. After that, I was traumatized. We ended up moving. We ended up moving right away. I couldn't sleep in the room. I couldn't sleep in the room, and that was like the downhill of like my parents, like because then after we moved, then my parents ended up breaking up and all this crazy shit, and it put me through a lot of hell growing up. Like my parents put me through a lot of hell, but I made it through, and I'm here right now. But that was very traumatizing. It was very traumatizing, and the energy and the fact that I was hearing the voices, and I still hear those voices sometimes, is so unique, and I try to help people with it, because it tells me stuff, and then I just relay the messages to people when I'm doing readings and energy readings. It's pretty awesome sometimes when you hear them. And it just tells you things, and sometimes it warns people of certain things. And I've done many shows here where I was doing readings for people, and I was trying to warn them of something happening, and then it ends up happening, and they got into like really deep trouble and stuff like that. And I was trying to warn the person, but the person went and fell asleep because he was drinking a lot, and it was his birthday, and he ended up knocking out, and I wasn't able to relay the message. But the next day, come to find out, everything I said like happened. I said he was going to have an issue with his car. He ended up having an issue with the car, and then I told him to be careful and so forth, because I felt something was going to happen that day, and sure enough, something happened that day. And I think he ended up in jail or something. Like, yeah, I think he tried to like, I guess they tried to like jump him or something, and then he ended up like, I don't know, that it was a crazy story. I know it's on my channel. It's on my channel. It's one of those episodes way back in the towards like, I think those are in the hundreds, I believe. Because I'm close to 800, and I remember who it was too, and I could probably pinpoint I don't know if I could pinpoint the show, but I could pinpoint pretty much. If I go and look, I could probably find it. I won't be able to find that exactly when I spoke about that, but it is on YouTube. All right, let me see here. Full moon. The government. I'm pretty sure that probably the government has always been there, had their eyes on me. Because many times I remember growing up, like elementary school, they had put me in gifted. Like they separated me from the classmates. Like they took me away from this. They had a building, because now it's totally different. The school is revamped. They still have the name of the school, but it's like totally different now. not like how I have it in my mind. Like when I go back there, I'm a freak out because I went to that school, and the school is not how it used to be. Like they did so much, they changed it so much, and they separated me from the main school, and they put me in a portable. And in the portable, they it was advanced, and there was seven. There was six of us. There was six of us, and there was like two girls and in total four boys, and I was one of the boys. And we were separated in rows, so they had like rows of three on each side, and we were separated by one row and like on the seating. So we were separated from each other, but they gave us our work, and like I said, we were very advanced. And I remember too, they used to bring us a lot of like snacks and good snacks too. And the school wasn't getting the snacks, but we were. And I remember too that they used to take us to the YMCA to go to the swimming pool, and we would go to like in the we would change into our bathing suits, and then we would go to the pool to learn how to swim. And I was very young at the time, and like that's where I learned how to swim was at the YMCA. And I will never forget the day that they threw me in the deep end, because they were like, you gotta, in case you fall in the water, you gotta learn how to swim out of it. So they grabbed me and they threw me in the water in the deep end, and I had to get up and then swim out. And it was really tough, but I did do it because I'm here. I'm proof of it. But even throughout my whole schooling, it's just been so unique. So yeah, but that was the story of the Ouija board. And then I have the story about the ghost, the little boy in New York. This was after the Ouija board event. This is after my dad, my mom, they sent me, we went together. Actually, my mom went up with me and my sister to the Bronx in New York, and we stayed over at my aunt's house. And my aunt's house was very unique because I remember the setup of it. I have a very good memory. So like that's one thing about me. I can remember everything even when I was a baby. That's wild. Um but I remember my aunt's apartment. We went up the elevator. It was one of those small elevators with the, with the little fence. It was like a little gate. So you had to close the gate and then press the button to the floor, and then it would jerk its way up, and you would go up the elevator. Um, it was very scary to ride. Then we will walk down the hallway, and then the floor was so beautiful in New York. I don't know why. This is why New York was so important to me. The apartments, the flooring, it had like the tile flooring, and it was so like classic and so beautiful, and a very old building. We're talking about this could have been like in the late, probably like 1900s, 1800s, like old New York, building. So it was, the wood was very grand. The design was very like really nice, but old. It was like really old. So we went to my aunt's apartment. So we went down the hall, go through the door. When you go through the door, the first thing you come upon is the kitchen. You're walking through the kitchen to go down the hall and then make a left. There's a bedroom on this side. You walk a little bit more over, you have the bathrooms. The bathroom was there, and then down the hall was my aunt and her husband, their bedroom. And then outside their bedroom, they had a window, and that was the fire escape. They had a fire escape there, and they had a fire escape over on the other side. So we stayed there that night. We stayed over, and something woke me up in the middle of the night, and I woke up because something woke me up. So I woke up and I felt like I needed to use the restroom for some reason, right? So as I woke up, and you gotta mind you, like I was sleeping in my cousin's room. I was on the bottom, because they had like bunk beds. So I was on the bottom bunk, and I had another, like my sister was sleeping on this side. I was sleeping on this side. My cousins were sleeping. It was like a little sleepover, you know. So I wake up and I go out to go use the restroom, and as I'm walking, I see a little boy standing outside in the fire escape, and he's asking me if I wanted to play with him. And I go, I need to use the restroom. So I go to use the bathroom, right? And then I rinse my hands, and then I walked out, and I looked to the right to the fire escape to see the little boy, and the little boy wasn't there. The little boy was wearing a white shirt, blue shorts, and he was holding a ball. And he was going like this, and he was like, "Do you want to play?" He was asking me if I wanted to play. And that's when I said I needed to use the restroom. and and the thing that I responded back to him, because he asked me if I wanted to play with him, and I told him I needed to use the restroom. And I was very polite about it too. I was like, I need to use the restroom. And I went and I used the restroom. And then I walked out, and I looked to the right, and the little boy wasn't there. So I go back to sleep, and everybody has woken up, and I'm still sleeping. My mom wakes me up and tells me, "Hey, you gotta wake up, gotta get ready. You're the last one to get up. Go brush your teeth, and we got breakfast ready for you." My aunt was like, "We got breakfast ready for you, so let's get ready. Go use the restroom." So I go right, and then I brush my teeth. I use the restroom, and then I go to the where I was sleeping, and I was like, "Mom," like, "What?" She comes over to me, and she's like, "What happened?" And then my mom's like, "You got breakfast ready for you, so like you're gonna go eat and stuff." I go, "I gotta tell you something." She's like, "What?" And I go, "I saw a little boy last night." She's like, "What?" And I go, "I saw a little boy last night. He was standing over there. He was asking me if I wanted to play with him." My aunt overheard me, She comes running from the kitchen. Like I thought she was gonna fall down. That's how fast she came running. And she was like, "What you said?" And I thought I got in trouble, right? So I stepped back and I stayed quiet. And my mom's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. It's like my mom's like, no, it's okay. Like, what did you say to your mom? I go, I woke up. I saw a little boy standing outside the fire escape, and he asked me if I wanted to play, and I went to use the bathroom. And when I came out, he wasn't there. And then my aunt was like, oh, "Okay, listen, go eat your breakfast. Your breakfast is getting cold. It's a very good sandwich. She made me a really great breakfast sandwich." Um, and I went and she's like, go, because we got to get going. So as I'm walking away, I'm not going fast, right? I'm like creep walking. So I'm like walking like slowly to the kitchen, and my mom was like, "Oh my god, you don't understand." And my mom's like, "What?" She's like, "I've been seeing that ghost too, and nobody could see him. Your son saw him." I thought I was going crazy. I was gonna commit myself to like an institute because I thought I was fucking going crazy because this little boy kept fucking bothering me here. And I saw the little boy and I communicated with the little boy, and that was my last night there. My mom came out with my aunt and told me that I couldn't stay there that night, that my other aunt wanted me to stay with her, which was kind of like a lie because they told my aunt like to separate me from the home there because I was the confirmation to my aunt about the spirit. And I'm really sure 100% like my aunt was talking a lot about that spirit to my mother. I've never gotten that confirmation from my mother. That's a question I would love to ask her, um, to see what the hell that was spoken when I was sent over to my aunt's house, my other aunt's house in the Bronx. Um, that night, I like stayed over at my aunt's house, and something happened in the middle of the night. I was sleeping, and like around 3 in the morning, something like that, the phone rings. You gotta understand, my aunt, this is back in the 80s. My aunt had like the old school phone, like the real like old school, you have to pick it up and be like, hello, type of shit. Like very like fancy old shit. Um so she picked up, she's like, what? Oh my god, for real? She's like, oh, okay, let me get ready. So that I wake up, I'm like, what happened? And she's like, no, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. I just gotta step out. I'll be right back. So I knock back out again. Come to find out that the apartment that my mom that I was staying at that night, I guess they were talking too much shit, burned down. Right? And they said that I guess they came from the heater, that the heater, like I guess something that caught fire and burned the apartment, and my sister ended up in the hospital. So a couple of my cousins ended up in the hospital. My mom was fine. My aunt, everybody else was fine. Everybody was alive. Nobody died or stuff, but there was a fire, and that's confirmation that I need to get from my mother because I wasn't there. But this is what I was overhearing when my aunt was talking to her husband, because I was in the other room, but I had very good hearing and I would hear what was going on over there. I was a little nosy. Listen, little kids are nosy. Be careful what you say around your kids, you know? But yeah. And that's when I saw the little spirit ghost. Pretty wild, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Who's here? I know Chloe's here, but the three that are here, I wonder who you are. talking about the spirits. Time goes by when you're having a good time, and I've been on here for 3 hours, and I think I'm gonna probably be making my way out of here. Definitely gonna have to. I guess I'm gonna leave the Tyson for tomorrow, and everything that I wanted to see in the news. I think I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow, just cause I'm tired. I don't know about you, but I am tired. It is Saturday. It was a great show. I hope you guys were entertained. Something that I'll probably be doing every Saturday, and it's talking about the paranormal and watching some paranormal activity shows. Mindseed TV is pretty good. I mean, awesome, and I don't mind watching it together with you guys and giving my opinion of the energy. And that last one was wild with all the doors shaking. Like all the doors were like, and then you see the chandelier swaying back and forth. That's energy. But which one out of the two creeped you out the most? Those were two good ones. You have the chairs versus the doors banging like crazy after tapping the piano. I mean, that's a close one, man. I wonder which one would win. With the chairs stacking up, like perfectly stacking up, like coming from the dining room, had to cross the kitchen to reach to the staircase like that, because the person that the last one that went up actually looked at the that dining room and looked at the kitchen, and the chairs were still over there. And when he went up a couple of steps, the next thing you know, the chairs were stacked up at the foot of the stairs of the stairwell. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Now we just saw this last one, where a touch of the piano key made all the doors shake and everything was going crazy, and the freaking chandelier was swaying. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. I mean, I wouldn't even know which one to vote for. Oh man, they both were really good. They both were really like heavy with the paranormal. I believe the first one was very interactive, though. I mean, the second one, it took a piano key, I mean, to piss off whoever spirit was there, to make everything go shaking like it was a fucking earthquake. And it was only all the doors that was happening to. That's creepy. That's creepy. But man, those chairs really, especially when they went to the bathroom and then when they went to turn around and they look back and you have two chairs blocking their way to exit from like that area. Now, I think that's the winner for tonight. I think the motherfucking chairs. I'm sorry. That was very strong energy to do that. I mean, that's my vote. I don't know what's your vote. Leave it in the comments. It's if you watch all 3 hours, thank you so much. That's amazing. I know I had to watch because I'm recording it. So I've been here for 3 hours and 16 minutes, and I'm tired. My neck hurts, and I'm ready to sign off. So if you have nothing to say to me, then forever hold your peace, and have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you're at. and I'll catch you on the flip side. I know the show has some technical difficulties towards the hour mark. I think after the 1 hour mark, it got a little crazy. The energy got a little crazy, and I had technical difficulties. But I'm happy that the second half it turned out to be fine. So after the internet rebooted and everything had to go through a reboot, um, yeah, it was a good night with all the complications and even my lighter dying. Hey, it was good, and thank you so much. And leave a like and all that, subscribe and all that craziness. And I'll talk to you. Let me see. Tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday fun day. Maybe Sunday early, just to get it out of the way because I got some stuff I got to take care of tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Just make sure you turn on the notifications so that way when I do have a show scheduled and when I do come on live, you'll get a alert that I'm coming live. So with that said, have a good night and yeah, see y'all tomorrow. Peace.